Oh, good morning. Got some sun. It's 40 degrees. I'm putting on the gloves. Although I think I'll be fine once I start moving. But back at the Black Canyon Trailhead again, except we're gonna be going that way on the course. The next aid station is 9.2 miles away, Cottonwood Gulch. But I'm gonna go a little further than that because I'd like to get at least probably 22-ish miles in. So we're gonna go a couple miles past Cottonwood Gulch. So for the first time, we're gonna be running the direction of the actual course to start, and then coming back against the grain. So I started here my last training run, but we'll hit a junction up here. And we went right north before, so. And these stupid things, I know I'm gonna hate these things when I'm like a ton of miles in on the course. It's gonna be hard to climb up and down those. So anyway, good day to run. So we've hit the junction. It's probably, I don't know, 0.6, 0.7 miles in. I went that way before. So now I looked at the map. I'm gonna drop actually and cross the Agua Fria River. And then I actually have arguably the biggest climb on the course. You go up like 600 feet in 2 miles from the river. So I know that's not a big climb, again, like for hiking, but for running and ultra, I mean, that's where it gets, you know, that could be potentially hard to run the whole thing. There might be some hiking involved. Now when I'm fresh, you know, only a couple miles in, I probably will run the whole thing up, but it'll be good to see how steep this is. But yeah, so we're gonna descend. You can see, I think it's that, unless it's that, I think this is right here, there's water in it. It says the Agua Fria River. All right, so we've come down to the crossing, and there's a bit of water flowing. There's plenty of rocks. Oh man, that's icy. I mean, if that's higher, could be getting wet. So it always sucks on these river crossings because they're all sandy. So you have some sand to slog through. And then of course, you're gonna have to climb out the other side. So this is the low point. This is the start of our about 600-foot climb over 2 miles. So I'd imagine on race day, there's gonna be a decent amount of walking these next 2 miles. But I don't know. We're gonna scout it out. So heading up. Well, I just heard a big snarl. There's a wild burro right there. Can you see him? What's up? Oh. Anyway, I wasn't sure what it was, then I spotted the burro. So hopefully he doesn't attack me. So we've been climbing pretty steadily here. Way down there's the river, but we've been up away. So I think somewhere up here might be the high point, but it could be further and higher. But I feel like I've gone up 400 feet at least, although that's not that much higher. So I think we're over halfway up the climb. Been runnable, but again, I'm fresh. So I doubt that's gonna be the case on actual race day. If it is, that'll be a great sign. Yeah, see, now there are higher hills beyond. So still have a bit to climb. So I think we might have just hit the high point because we are going down now and there's nowhere else to go up. So just finished a 600-foot ascent. We've been cruising the last couple miles. There's this prominent rock formation here. So we're sort of back, like further away from the highway, closer to the Bradshaws, sort of winding through these hills, crossed a couple small drainages, So it's hard to see exactly like where we're going. Like, I don't know. Ow! Just got pricked by something. I don't know if we're going to the left, we're going to the right, or what's going on, but trail's nice and smooth. Just a lot of little ins and outs and stuff, but pretty smooth, as you can see. So we've crossed several drainages, had several ups. Now we're up out of this drainage. I think we're getting close to Cottonwood Gulch. I saw a dirt road out in the distance. This might be Cottonwood Gulch. It might be the next drainage. I'm not sure. But little baby ups. And I think we're getting like 8.5, 9 miles in at this point. All right, so we've hit the dirt road. I'm gonna check the map, but I'm guessing this is where the aid station is. Let's see. Yes, so this is 9.2 Cottonwood Gulch. I'm gonna get some electrolytes here, take my hat and gloves off, and then continue on. But we're making decent time, I guess. We're under 90 minutes for 9.2 miles, so under 10-minute pace. So I'm gonna take a couple minute break here, get some electrolytes, and then continue on for a couple miles down to the Agua Fria River, which will be my turnaround point. It's warming up. All right, and I think our turnaround point is in sight. I think this big drainage is the Agua Fria here, but not completely sure. It's dry here, so I don't get why I don't know if there's springs or what. I don't know why there's water some places and it's bone dry other places, but look at this. Yeah, this has got to be, look at this major drainage. So this is gonna be like, I don't know, mile 48.5, maybe even closer to 49 on the course when you cross here. And then the next aid station you have to climb up to Table Mesa, which is I think 51.1. So I started at 37.2. Cottonwood Gulch was 46.4, and then I'm just approximating that this is like 2 miles further. I think it's a little over 2 miles from Cottonwood, but not much, maybe like 2.2 or something. So I'll have the stats on the screen as always, but I want to do a proper turnaround all the way in the middle of the wash here. Yeah, look at how big it is here. So I should scout out where the trail continues on the other side. I'm not exactly sure where it is. Oh, there's a marker over there, so I think it's actually over there. So this is our turnaround, middle of the dry Agua Fria riverbed. So we've come through Cottonwood Gulch. We're probably 1.5 miles from Cottonwood, so we might have 7.7 left to the car. On a little down now, which is nice because the ups are starting to get harder. But of course we have gradual up for quite a while, for another probably 3.5 miles to a relative high point. So we got to cross a road up here. So yeah, just cruising. So we're just steadily climbing, basically shuffling. I wanted to point out this little hill, this little high point has a bunch of quartz on top. Pretty cool. The trail actually, you go through a hillside of quartz, but you can see it, all the white, this white rock is quartz. So pretty cool. I'm thinking we still got 2 miles to our high point. All right, that's your high point, right up there. So we just got to contour around and go up a little more. I'd say less than a mile to our high point, and then about 4, maybe a little less even, back to the car. And I stand corrected, it was not that, it's over here. It's a little bit higher. You can see the trail contouring. It's sort of flatter right now though, at least. So I just finished the climb. It's a little bit longer than I thought, but we made it. So now we got 2 miles of descent to the river. And I just ran by, going the other way, of course, Riley Brady, who won Javelina 100 for females. She was coming downhill, so she was flying. Presumably it just started at this trailhead, but I don't know. So maybe she must be doing Black Canyon. And I would imagine she's trying to win it. You know, go sub 9 hours, maybe high 8s. I'm not really sure. But we got 2 easy miles now, and then we'll have a couple hundred at least foot climb up to another local high point before it's sort of flat into the car from the high point. All right, so we've hit quite a bit of some good runners, some hikers, and now we've hit the river crossing. So probably 2 miles left to the car. Right. So I'm gonna walk it first. We gotta climb probably 200 feet. I'm gonna drink the rest of my electrolytes and then try to hammer up and hopefully hammer the last mile plus into the car when it flattens out. We've hit the junction. Means we got less than a mile left. There's the river down there. That climb didn't go very well. The car's out there. It's gotta get there. Yeah, we did it. Hey.
Hi.
Whew. All right, time check. 4 hours, 2 minutes. So, yeah, not that great. Slightly over 10-minute pace, I think. But I'll let you know. In the beginning, I'm thinking that was more like 10-10 pace. So, 23 plus miles with, I don't know, probably a couple thousand foot of vert. And it's crowded now. There's a lot of people out hiking and running. Some elite runners out there for sure. So I'm gonna chug a bunch of water. Maybe stop and get a polar pop.